The reason that these men are going overseas because they never truly experienced a woman. Overseas, you have actually women who's women.
One of the better channels on Black YouTube is Lapeef Network, and it's run by Brother Lapeef Jr., Anton Daniels, and a lot of interesting guests. One of them that's a recurring guest is a brother by the name of Logic. I'll get to him in just a minute. But as you know, a lot of content has been surfacing about black men getting their passports in the last 1 to 2 years. You have the Passport Bros as a burgeoning community online, and you're starting to hear a lot more of the plight of black men as far as what's going on in Black YouTube conversations. Now, they had a show, and when I mean they, Lapeef Network, the name of the show was pretty much, can you just get with somebody with good sex, or will substance eventually, matter at some point, right? And again, that's a great topic because I believe for a lot of people in today's world, sex is very emphasized. I mean, there are the adult websites, you have podcasts revolving around sex. And, being superficial is very important. That's why you have people who are fake rich. That's why you have ladies who are getting the wigs and the weaves and the BBLs. So to be sexy or sexual is important. But the brother Logic broke down some things about, women's body parts, if the word starts with P, ends in Y, that a lot of ladies think that this is the reason why men are choosing them because, in other words, they're really good in the bedroom. But really, it's not about the bedroom that's important. There are other characteristics and traits that black men in general are looking for. I would like to play a small snippet of that conversation, and then we'll come back and evaluate it.
But what I'm saying is this, and this is how women think. I got this good pussy, right? No, you don't. Put this pussy. It's a hole. It get wet, and it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? The more you deal with that chick, you know what I'm saying? You might flip over. You might put the can opener. You might put on your good sheets, the 1,500 count. You know what I'm saying? If she real good, you might go up to 2,000. You know what I'm saying? But that's based upon her giving you a peace of mind. Literally the best women that I ever been with in my life, they gave me a fucking peace of mind. They integrated themselves in my life. They sat there and they cheered me on when I was beat my partners in goddamn Quest. No, I would beat my partner in man, bet $200 a game.
Go, and baby, go, baby.
She'll sit there and cheer it on. Integrate yourself in these men's lives. Like I said, integrate yourself. If your man like playing goddamn man, if your man like golfing, if your man like going to the range, you know what I'm saying? Integrate yourself in his life and watch the change in him. Look, I'm just telling you from experience. From experience, the best women I ever had was the women that integrated themselves in me. Like I said, this chick used to be talking shit to my partners when I'm whooping their ass. She used to take pictures of the fucking screen that goddamn posted on Facebook. Say, post this on Facebook, you whoop that ass. Like I'm saying, she integrated herself in my life. So now, in some crazy way, I just felt the kind of way. I be like, damn, she's Team Logic. And now it made everything in Anton's voice phenomenal. It made everything phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? She looked out. She did all this kind of, she was a woman. The reason that these men are going overseas because they never truly experienced a woman. Overseas, you have actually women who's women. Not saying that y'all not women, y'all women in a physical form, but y'all mentality is niggas.
Okay, let me kind of get into what he's saying, and I think it's, give him a round of applause. It's 100% true what he's saying. The first thing is that a lot of ladies pride themselves on, You know, they have the best box, they have the best this and the best that. But the reason why so many men in America are turned off towards marriage is not because of the lack of sex. Sex is very easy to get in the last, I don't know, in this generation. I mean, you have the dating apps, and then you have the women being more open about it and not being shamed as much. So if men were looking for just sexual companionship, then a lot of ladies would be married. What are men looking for? Men are looking for women who take a keen interest in them. Women who are supportive, you know, like a woman who is going to be by your side, a woman who is trying to be loyal to you. That is really what makes sexual experiences better, because of the bond that is there between the man and the woman. Okay? Because again, sex can be just sex. But now when we're talking about the actual bond, because that woman is doing something for you, that's what really makes you appreciate her. That's what makes you love her, because she's doing something. Because, you know, a lot of times people tell you they love you, but there's no action behind it. But the action behind her loving you, what she does for you every day, that is what draws you in. And he gave some really good advice. He says, women, if you really want to be with a man, take an interest in what he's doing. Be supportive of him. Put the effort in. And then at the end, what did he say? Something very controversial. This is why a lot of black men are going away from the United States, going overseas to deal with foreign women and getting their passports, because they've never really dealt with women before in America. And he says something that's very, very interesting. He says, yeah, the women are looking like women. That means they're still pretty and stuff like that. And, you know, some women are still beautiful and still, attractive. But their attitude is like, he used another word, but it's like men. The attitude is masculine. Like, didn't Erica Banks, the rapper, just get dumped for that same reason? Right? She got dumped because why? Of how she talks to a man, how she acts towards a man. The brother was saying it was just like dating a homeboy or something. He got sick of that. The reality is that we live in a world where, you know, men are still supposed to be men. And I get it. You know, you have a lot of feminization of men coming up, especially even in what you call the so-called heterosexual community. But now the real thing is this: attitude is what's keeping you in long-term relationships. Women are somewhat foregoing that, not all, but you do see a proclivity of going towards a more of a superficial appearance. If I look a certain way, if I dress and wear my heels right, you know, if I poke this behind out, you know, this is what's going to get me a man. And the reality is there are a lot of women, a myriad of women who have those body parts, whether they're paid for or not. There are women who are beautiful. There are women who have a lot of the same superficial things, but the men don't want to stay with them because they don't have what it takes internally, intrinsically. Where is the effort? Where is the behavior of, you know, you sacrificing for the man and you supporting the man, you doing things like the way you treat people. He even talked about it, but it wasn't on this particular episode. The way you treat children, the way you treat other folks, you know, being a pleasant person to be around. All of that matters towards a man. So when you get into the bedroom or into those situations, it just elevates it. Because if you're just a woman that just has good, you know what, then what else is there? Okay, well, after that, I'm going to go home. But now if you want me to build a life for you and you want me to sacrifice and build homes and in retirement and pension funds and put kids through college, I want to do that because I believe you're the best woman for me. I believe that you're a woman worth taking care of. I'm proud that you're my wife or fiance. And that is the behavior that many men are looking for. And women are, you know, sort of going away from those things and still believing that they're going to be chosen because they're them. And the reality is men don't get chosen because they're them. Men have to actually do something to get a woman's attention. And if women want to be in relationships now long term, because you have equality, women also have to do something to maintain a man's attention. And that is not based on looks. Looks helps, but what you do every day matters the most. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again of another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm out.